The first ever edit was made by mistake when George Melies was filming a bus when the camera stopped working. And when the camera started again, the bus was drawn and replaced by a car, so when reviewing the footage, he realised the bus changes into a car, creating the first edit, or the first jump cut, where with this knowledge he used in his films, for example The Haunted Castle. He also made the fade in, out, or in/out shot, overlapping dissolves and stop motion photography. Edwin's Porter created temporal overlaps, which is shots with overlapping action, and DW when editing started to get more modern when he first introduced the cut in, and he used multiple camera setups to create a continuity edit that maintains a sense of continuous space and time. This includes the 180-degree rule, where the camera has to stay on one side of the actors, and later on he invents intercutting and cross-cutting, or cutting between shots in different scenes in a parallel action. He was very impressionable on other filmmakers, so others used his continuity editing, making new editing techniques like establishing shots, reverse shot, matching eye lines, and cutting an action. Part 2. Russian montage. Montage started off as a theory in Russia and was theorized by Sergei Einstein when he used editing to break free of the confines of space and time and communicate abstract ideas in confined space and time, and communicate abstract ideas in a new modern way. He used two different shots to add conflict in his movies. Juxtaposition, for example, Battleship Potemkin. There are 5 methods of montaging, and they are cutting from the length of the shot, or cutting to beat, rhythmic, the same as metric, but you're also concerning the rhythm of the action in shot. Tonal, concerned with the tone of the shot, lighting, shadows, frame. Overtonal, concerns a montage of large sequences, how whole sequences play with each other. Intellectual, or ideological, expresses abstract ideas by creating relationships between opposing visual intellectual concepts. Part 3, French New Wave. French New Wave editing is a more advanced way of editing that started by a group of French film critics in late 1950s and early 1960s. That included the use of tracking shots and the other techniques to present unpredicted methods of expression to the people at the time. The media product would take much longer to make, as from more planning, editing and overall work, although it would come out being better. Part 4, examples of editing. Now for the examples. Establishing shots, or shots that set up or establish the context for a screen or a scene. Cutaways and cut-ins. Cutting to an insert shot and back.
How many assignments for my classes that I might need? Have a nice day.
.30 the camera can only move 30 degrees between shots. Jump cutting, when one scene suddenly cuts to another.
That's what you've come to expect. Feeling the hay, feeling the hay.
Shot, reverse shot. A portrayal of a person's response to an event or a statement made by another, cutting from shot to shot. 180-degree rule. The 180-degree rule is that the camera can only be on one side, line matching the audience to get to see the production from the eyes of the character. Match cut from one shot to a similar shot by either matching the audio or matching the visual.
Shoelace. You might want to... Can I help you?
Yeah, come to see the show.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. No one will be seated after the doors are closed.
It helps maintain the illusion.
Miss Watson, She's a friend of mine. She asked me to come.
But not to come late.
I have to see this show. You just let me in, I'll stand in the...
Seamless editing in which the cuts will seem normal to the viewers. Montage, a combination of shots to possibly show that time has passed or progression. Juxtaposition, two different things portrayed together to reflect different differences further. Cross-cutting, camera will cut between two different things from the same event at a different time, usually implying they are similar. Parallel editing, when it cuts to a separate event that's happening at the same time.
Michael Francis Rizzi, do you renounce Satan?
I do renounce him.
And all his works?
I do renounce them.
And all his pomps?
I do renounce them.
Michael Rizzi, will you be baptized?
Freeze frame, when the shot is freezed but dialogue continues, usually to show a character's thoughts.
How much bigger is the market for insuring mortgage bonds than actual mortgages?
About 20 times.
If the mortgage bonds were the match, and the CDOs were the kerosene-soaked rags, then the synthetic CDO was the atomic bomb with the drunk president holding his finger over the button. It was at that moment, in that dumb restaurant with that stupid look on his face, that Mark Baum realized.
Slow motion, when the speed of the shot slow down, or pace.
Distract target. Then block his blind jab. Counter with cross to left cheek. Disconnect. discombobulate. Dazed, he'll attempt wild haymaker, employ elbow block, and body shot. Block ferrule left. Weaken right jaw. Now fracture. Break cracked ribs. Traumatize solar plexus. Dislocate jaw entirely. Heel kick to diaphragm. In summary, ears ringing, jaw fractured, 3 ribs cracked, 4 broken, diaphragm hemorrhaging. Physical recovery 6 weeks. Full psychological recovery 6 months. Capacity to spit it back of head.
Split screen when 2 different shots are visible at the same time.
Sers-toi de ces mots et propage la nouvelle. Récompense de $1 million. La proie, le frelon vert. Mort, si possible. Vivant, si nécessaire. Je me fiche de la façon dont on exécute la tâche ou de qui on doit exécuter. Je veux la tête du frelon vert et je la veux ce soir.
Comment ça va? Écoutez-moi, il faut trouver le frelon!
Viens voir le patron. Salut, tu vas bien?
Et toi, rends-moi un service. Tu vas trouver le frelon et tu vas
Porte le
trancher
masque
la gorge.
vert.
Comme ça, les
Fais
deux
passer mon
fractures.
corps.
Le masque vert.
Ouais.
Je veux le masque vert.
Tête du frelon?
Arrangez-vous.
Ouais, d'accord. Bien, je vais le trouver.
Je vous laisse une journée pour le trouver.
C'est rien. Ah, écoute, le frelon vert. Il a un masque
$1 million. Le frelon
voiture
vert.
noire. Tue-le, exactement. Affirmatif.
Wipes when a shot is wiped from one side to another.
Sorry about the mess.
Dissolves when a shot dissolves away to the next one, bleeding the shots.
Why so early? Because we're in the middle of a desert, and we aren't going to get very far once that blazing sun gets overhead.
Nice dissolve.
Fades where the shot fades to black from black to the shot, sometimes to the